Rosh Hashanah Daf Lamed Gimel, how's everybody doing? The Mishnah tells us that in order to bring a shofar on Rosh Hashanah, you cannot be over Issa D'Rabbanan and certainly not Issa D'Oraisa. So therefore, it would be usher for you to go out of the tchum of the 2,000 amas that each one has in each direction to retrieve a shofar. You cannot uncover the shofar from a pile of stones. And certainly, as the Gemara explains in the Mishnah, it would be usher to climb a tree to retrieve your shofar, or to ride an animal, or to swim across a body of water, because those three things can bring to Issa D'Oraisa of cutting off a branch, etc. In order to clean out the shofar or to cut the shofar to length, you're not allowed to use even a utensil that's asur midrabanan, like a sickle, because most of the time people don't use sickles to cut shofar, so it's only Issa D'Rabbanan, but certainly you can't use a knife, which is Issa D'Oraisa. But why not? I want to blow the shofar, which is a mitzvah asay. Shouldn't an asay push off the lois asay of Isser Melach on Yantav? And the answer is, because the Isser to do Melach on Yantav is two. It's an Isser asay and a lois asay. And just one asay of blowing the shofar does not push off an asay and a lois asay. You're permitted to rinse out your shofar with water and wine, even though it'll create a better shofar, a better sounding shofar, but you're not allowed to use meraglaim, urine, because it's not covered for the shofar. According to Rabbi Yehuda, you stop a woman from blowing a shofar. Why? Because just like a woman, according to Rabbi Yehuda, is usher to lean on the animal to do smicha, so too, since she's not in the shofar, she's usher in the shofar. But according to Rabbi Shimon, who says that a woman who doesn't have to do smicha could do smicha, so a woman who doesn't have to blow a shofar could blow a shofar, and you don't stop her. A katan who's at the age of chinuch, 10, 11 years old, who knows how to blow a shofar if you teach him, so you're actually allowed to teach him, not blow it, but show him what to do, even on Shabbos. But a katan, a minor who didn't come to the age of chinuch, if he wants to blow a shofar, you don't stop him, but you cannot go ahead and teach him. If somebody's misasik b'shofar, he's holding a shofar, let's say, in his mouth, and a sound comes out, he's not yaitz shofar, because he has to have a mind to make the sound. And it's very possible if a person has a mind to play a song with the shofar, he's not yaitza the mitzvah of tkiyah shofar. A person who hears the shofar from another person who's a misasik, the other person had no intent of making the sound of a shofar, and another person heard it, certainly is not yaitza. But the Gemara says it's very possible that not only that, even an easier case, a person who's blowing the shofar for himself, he wanted to be yaitza mitzvah shofar, and somebody else, his next door neighbor, heard him blowing the shofar, he's also not yaitze. Why? Because you need that the person, it's possible, you need the person blowing the shofar should have kavana to be yaitze anybody else that hears. The Mishnah tells us that there are 3 sets of tkiyah shofar. There's malchuyos, zechroinos, and shofaros. Each set, midaraisa, only contains 3 sounds: tkiyah, trua, tkiyah. How long is the tkiyah sound? Believe it or not, it's the exact same length as a trua. But how long is a trua? That we have a machlokes. Either it's 3 quick sounds, 2-2-2, or it's 3 longer sounds like what we call today a shvarim, 2-2-2, or tuhutu. And all that we learn from the mother of Sisera. It says in the pasuk that the mother of Sisera waited for Sisera and she cried. If a person would like to use the final tkiyah of malchuyos, let's say, the last tkiyah, and he prolongs it into the beginning of zechroinos, he's not yaitza for 2 tkiyahs, he's only yaitza the final one from malchuyos. Have a wonderful day.